Hi there. If you are a woman in the healthcare industry and you are still on the fence about how not owning your voice in leadership can derail your career as well as your health, then this one is for you. Today, I'm going to be talking about the emotional impact of not owning your voice and how it affects your leadership, mental, and emotional health, as well as your well being. I'm Natasha. I am a certified executive leadership and life coach, as well as a senior healthcare executive for many years. I help women lead with clarity and confidence as their authentic selves. I use a whole person approach that blends leadership strategies with personal well being so that women are able to thrive without burnout. They are able to stop hiding who they really are to be able to take up their leadership space. And then also allow room for you to be able to create a lasting impact that feels right for you. As I coach, I spend a lot of time helping people identify certain patterns in their life that not only impact their career, but also impact their wholeness. This in turn impacts their ability to effectively lead. So let's do a quick exercise. Let me know if any of these things sound familiar, because if they do, it might be time for you to reclaim your voice. Be honest with yourself as you're going through these exercises. So the first question is, have you ever left a meeting replaying what you should have said? Your body starts to feel tight, your mind races, that inner voice that you have where you were challenging assumptions, you were going up against the status quo, you were providing all of the great data to be able to support your thought, never ever came out. So your inner voice is louder than the outer voice. Number two, have you ever quieted your voice in a room of leaders? You are brilliant. You are qualified. You landed yourself a seat at that leadership table, but somehow you still hesitate to speak up. You hesitate to contribute and to lead fully. There is a disconnection there. And it starts to weigh heavily on you because you know that you should be there and you know that you add value, but you're not adding it. So it starts to chip away a bit. And then finally, number three, have you ever felt drained from wearing a mask to fit in or trying to over explain your value? If so, you're constantly adjusting who you are to fit someone else's expectation. That expectation might be the way you speak, the way you dress, the way you wear your hair, whether you wear makeup or you don't wear makeup. Over time, that starts to steal your energy. You're spending so much time trying to fit in, so much time wearing that mask that you are not focused on your well-being and you are not focused on your purpose. So in the end, the person that shows up is no longer you. It's the masked version of you. So if you answered yes or maybe to any of these questions, then you are not fully owning your voice. You are not bringing the uniqueness of you to that table to be able to solve the problems and to lead the teams only in a way that you can do. Again, not owning your voice is not just about a professional issue, it's personal. It impacts your confidence, it impacts your clarity, your health, and your peace. So you're asking, well, why do we do it? As women in the healthcare industry, we're navigating lots of high stake environments, complex systems, and expectations that often ask us to lead without fully being seen. Oftentimes, I'll hear from clinicians, from data scientists, from folks in the pharma industry that they were taught to be able to place themselves second and place the innovation or the patients first. Someone once told me a long time ago, "That's great, Natasha. How will you drive a car if it has no gas? You can't help people if you can't help yourself." This is compounded for women of color who often operate in environments where there is loneliness because leadership is not reflective of their identities. Also, where speaking up can be seen as aggressive, especially when you are advocating for yourself, your teams, your projects, new ideas, or for your patient populations. This means that for women of color, there is an even higher risk environment for using your voice, even when the stakes are high and even when you know your insights are valuable. So, I'm going to give you three strategies that are really whole person strategies that you can use to reclaim your voice. The first one is to reconnect with your core values. When you know what matters to you, you can speak with alignment rather than with apology. This is the foundation of whole person leadership, right? You bring all of you to the leadership that you're trying to convey. You bring all of you to the team. So try this. I want you to think about, what value have I been silencing to keep the peace? And when I say peace in this instance, this is external peace, because internally there really is no peace when you are silencing it. The other part of that question, think about, what would it look like if I led from that value instead? So I'll give an example here. Let's say one of your values is integrity. You can silence it by seeing things that are not right, or, not doing the right things when folks are looking, changing your data, changing results, and being silent about it. Or you can lead with it instead and make a commitment to yourself that you will act with integrity. You will do the right thing even when no one is looking. That you will, as a leader, create an environment where people feel safe to be able to not only share their wins, but also share their losses. You'll set up an environment where we do the right thing all the time. Number 2, build a voice toolkit. So just like you prep for presentations, rounds, board meetings, etc., you need to prepare your voice with intention. Write down phrases, data points, boundary setting statements that will allow you to be able to advocate for yourself without over explaining. And the over explaining could be a really hard part because we try to fill up the space with words. It decreases your credibility. So let me give you some examples. You can say, based on my expertise, I recommend. Or let me offer another lens here. If you need more help with how to own your voice in meetings, I have another YouTube video that really talks about some of the strategies there. Number 3, make space to be whole. You cannot speak with clarity. You cannot lead over years with sustainability if you are burned out. Rest is a leadership strategy. Reclaim your time for rest, rejuvenation, reflection, community, joy, whatever that looks like for you. If you don't know, discover it. Think about those things that make you happy, those things that fill your cup, rather than things that take away. It doesn't mean that you are going to sit down and Netflix and chill all the time, or just sleep, or take, time reading a book. It might look different for everyone. Some forms of rest might be volunteering because it fills your cup. When you nurture your whole self, your voice comes through stronger and clearer when you are working and when you are not. And that's why my coaching is not just about your career. It's about the whole you, your leadership, your values, your wellness, and your legacy. Because I know that your voice matters. You were not meant to be a shrinking violet. You were meant to blossom and to be whole. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. What's one area of your leadership where you're ready to stop silencing yourself? Please drop it in the comments, or better yet, you can share this with someone else who might need to hear it as well. You don't have to figure this out alone. This is the work that I do, helping women like you lead with impact and thrive with purpose from the inside out. If this video spoke to you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join a community of women who are rewriting what healthcare leadership looks like. A community where we can live fully, we can live well, and we can feel seen while we're doing it. I'd love to be able to have you on this journey, and I would love to be able to see you again. Take care.